Hey there folks, Scottsdale Travel Chick Sidekick here to present our guide on everything you need to know about doing a day trip to the Marietas Islands off the coast from Puerto Vallarta. Sometimes called the Mexican Galapagos, a day trip here is one of the most popular excursions in the area. In this video, we are going to give you all the tips and tricks to picking the best tour provider and doing this day trip the way you really want to do it. Okay, let's go. First up, what are the Marietta Islands and why do this trip? The Marietas are a small, uninhabited archipelago about 1 hour off the coast of Puerto Vallarta. It consists of 2 main islands, along with a number of smaller outcroppings. The islands were little known until Jacques Cousteau's activity in the area put them on the map back in the 1960s. Then, in 2008, the islands were designated a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve containing exceptional underwater life and many varieties of nesting birds, including the famous blue-footed boobies. On the way to the islands, you'll also have great chances to see humpback whales from December to March, and almost any time of the year, dolphins, rays, and many seabirds.
This is the whale call right here, guys. Oh, shit.
Or when they're teaching their babies.
Oh, there's a fin, yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's a baby.
The baby
Yeah.
whale. Baby whale.
Next to the baby. There we go. Here comes the mom.
No way.
Oh,
No way.
Finally, in addition to all the marine life, the islands also possess one of the most famous Instagram beaches in the world, referred to as Hidden Beach or Lover's Beach. But unfortunately, due to its recent overpopularity, access to this beach is now severely restricted. But we'll tell you how to still get there in this video if you're really determined. Okay, so you decided you want to visit the Marietas. Let's talk about how to do it. There are many boat companies offering this trip anywhere from a 3-hour excursion to an all-day trip, with costs ranging from $75 per person for shorter trips on smaller boats like these to more than $150 per person on larger boats like these. And boats can leave from 5 different ports all around the Puerto Vallarta area. The choice is up to you. But how do you choose? Well, we're going to give you a couple of suggestions right now to help you decide. We'd recommend leaving from either Punta Mita or La Cruz Marina Port, as these are the closest to the islands and also seem to have the best selection of tour providers. Pro tip, be aware that some companies' pricing will include transport to and from the marina and others don't. So make especially sure to confirm this specific when you book your package. If you want a quicker trip just to see the islands and don't want to pay much, then maybe you'd want to book one of the smaller boats for around $75 to $90 a person. But keep in mind it will be a bumpy ride, there will be no bathroom, and there won't be much in the way of food or drinks on board. If you want a more relaxed and deluxe experience, we definitely recommend a larger Catamaran type boat. These boats really allow you to spread out and they really smooth out the waves. We booked our tour with Alley Cat Sailing. We had a great time and would highly recommend them. They offer multiple different boats with multiple decks, onboard bathrooms, slides and water toys, and their packages include an open bar and great food along the way. They have great TripAdvisor reviews, but you can easily book them direct. And here's their contact information if you want to give them a try. And if you mention the Scottsdale Travel Chick sent you, they'll give you 10% off. Lastly, Let's just talk about how to visit that hidden beach or lover's beach. It's a bit more difficult now, as there were just too many tourists damaging the environment, so the government has limited visits to this beach to a maximum of 116 people per day, first come, first served. So, most tours you'll take today will not visit this beach, but will bring you to another nice beach nearby. However, if you're determined to visit the hidden beach, you can still do it. You'll just have to book one of the special early morning trips, like 6 a.m., and you must go on one of the smaller boats, and you'll pay $60 to $80 more to visit the beach. Once you get there, you'll have to jump into the water and swim through a 50-foot long sea tunnel to enter the beach. You'll have just 30 minutes to swim in, get some pictures, and swim back out. And everything is monitored by a marine police patrol floating in a small boat just outside the entrance. Finally, just a few more pro tips for going to the hidden beach. Access to the beach is completely closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. There's a 12-year-old age limit, and you must know how to swim.
Look at this, and there's the park ranger in the little boat. It's out here from 8 in the morning until 7 at night.
Entrance from the Cave of Love. So this area right here, guys, before 2015, they used to be visited about 4,000 to 7,000 people. One of the reasons they shut it down is because the volume of people used to swim through, guys, and all of the ecosystem started getting affected.
Moving on, the rest of this video will assume you're on the vast majority of today's trips, and you've decided to treat yourself to a larger boat like the Fat Cat from Alley Cat Sailing. What to expect? In the case of these bigger boats, you can expect a deluxe experience in about 5 hours on the water. Once you arrive at the harbor, you will board the boat and pick out your place to relax. Then you'll start your adventure with about a 1-hour ride out to the islands. Along the way to the islands, the crew will search for humpback whales in season, which is about December to March, and you'll also likely see dolphins, many diving seabirds, and maybe even some jumping manta rays. You'll be offered a light breakfast of fruit and pastry bread along with some drinks. Even alcoholic drinks are available if you're ready for them. Once you're at the islands, they'll do a leisurely cruise around the front side of the island group to give you a feel for things. You'll see the entry to the famous hidden beach, but unless you book that special trip I mentioned, you will no longer visit this beach. But they'll take you to another nice beach nearby in just a bit. How's it going so far?
It's going.
Having a good time?
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. There's the sunshine.
Boat's pretty relaxing, huh?
Boat is so relaxing.
After your initial transit across the islands, you'll transfer to a smaller tender boat to get you to that beach I mentioned. There are 2 or 3 options, but most of the time, they like to take you to a beach called La Nopalera. This is a beautiful double-sided beach with a nice cave arch in between. The fun part, or maybe you'll call it the scary part, is that to get to the beach, you'll have to jump off the tender boat and swim about 20 to 30 yards to get to the beach. Depending on the waves that day, that could be a real challenge.
We're going over there.
After some time on the beach, you'll swim back to the tender boat and they'll take you to La Bufadora, or the blowhole. It's a really cool experience. But before I show you what that's like, just a quick shout out here that if you're enjoying this video, please give us a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to our channel to receive more fun, informative travel videos just like this one. Okay, back to that La Bufadora. The boat captain will get you pretty close to experience something like this. Pretty cool, huh? And one more time, just in case everyone wasn't already completely soaked. After a few blasts from Bufadora, it's off to the snorkeling area, which depends on the day, and it can be really nice or really bad. In our case, it was not the best of days, and the water was really turbulent. There were lots of fish and coral to experience, but you can see from these videos that the water just wasn't at all clear and the wave action was pretty rough. Anyway, the cove is very beautiful, and when the water is calm, I'm sure you can probably experience great underwater sights. After the beach, the blowhole, and the snorkeling, the tender boat will take you back to the main catamaran one more time, and then you'll begin your trip back to the mainland. On the way back, you'll be treated to more drinks and a great Mexican lunch like this. And, if you're lucky, a little local entertainment. And of course, as they did on the way out, the crew will also make extra efforts to find and follow marine life, whether it be whales or dolphins or something else. Finally, just before you head back into the harbor, they'll make one last stop near the shore for a bit of water time. Whether that be jumping from the top deck, using the water slides, stand-up paddle boards, float pads, or just chilling out in the sunshine. After that relaxing break, it's a short ride back to the harbor where you'll have a chance to thank the crew and make your way back to where you came. But not without a lot of great memories of your day trip to the Marietas Islands, the Galapagos of Mexico. Well, there you have it, our complete day trip guide to the Marietas Islands. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, see you later.